Cristal coming off a weekend against Willamette where we won 3 out of 4 games. Played really well in 3 games. 1 got away. Give us your recap of what you saw this weekend.
Yeah, I think we played well overall. I think we played okay in all 4 games. Even the game that didn't turn out the way that we would have liked for it to turn out didn't play badly. We out-hit them. We out-pitched them. We had 1 bad pitch that came in the inning where we also had a miscue. And so they were able to string some of those things together where we didn't string ours together. But that happens in softball and makes us, it's what's frustrating about the game, and it's what you love about the game because it allows for anything to happen at any point in time. So yeah, so I was pleased overall. We did really well. Our hitting was great. Defense was pretty good. Pitching did really well on the last day, not to give up an earned run on the day on Sunday was great. So I'm pleased.
And what is it, the lesson you want the team to learn from that the one game that maybe didn't go our way?
Yeah, I think what I saw happening as that game progressed is like we're getting into 3-4 innings left and the pressure is rising. So it's almost like the energy level went down. We're pressing a little bit harder because we're running out of at-bats. We're running out of outs. And so we just had the discussion that you can't play like you're afraid you're going to lose if we don't do it right now. You play as if the game is 0-0, regardless of if you're winning or you're losing, because you can't flip that switch. That switch needs to stay on, and you just keep putting pressure regardless of what the score is. We talked about how we've had experiences where we've scored 8 runs in 1 inning. You know, we did it on Sunday, scored 9 in 1 inning. So just trying to learn to manage those emotions and not let the stress of the situation when you're knowing that you should have had some runs on the board by now and they're not there and you start pressing, and usually doesn't work when you approach it that way. So just staying relaxed and staying in your game and playing like you know you should play.
And now we're settling into that part of the season where you're able to develop more of a regular routine.
Yeah.
Play 4 games on the weekend, get Monday off, and then build up to the next weekend. How does that help?
Yeah, routine is great, and I actually so next year the whole conference will go to our scheduling format where we all play the same team 4 straight games on Saturday and Sunday, and everybody will be on the equal playing field. I actually like that type of schedule because for us, we know every weekend who we're preparing for the next. So it's a routine. We have the same types of practices that we do during the middle of the week, and we're throwing to those batters, and we're preparing for those lineups and things like that. And so I think settling into the routine really kind of helps the team as a whole.
What do we know about PLU coming in this weekend?
PLU is one of the teams maybe a little bit different than Willamette in that Willamette was pretty much the team that we had seen last year. PLU is going to have quite a few new faces. So they have a handful of freshmen in their lineup that we don't know anything about. They have a freshman pitcher who is right now looking to be their best pitcher, who we don't know anything about. So there's some unknowns there. They struggled a little bit on Saturday versus George Fox and then came back against a good hitting team in Pacific and swept Pacific. So it's kind of like you don't really know what to get. Maybe they're finding their way, you know, with the young ones, and the young ones are coming around. So again, our conference is tough every single weekend. We can't take anyone for granted. So we did well against PLU last year. They're young still this year, but we know that you know, we want to win every series, and so we want to come in hard and not taking them for granted.